stretching can improve your glute growth. Okay guys, so previously I got some comments that some of you at least like my makeup time and my makeup routine. So this time we will be doing one more again, because as you know I always do my makeup to match my gym outfits, but actually today was almost an exception because I lately been so in love with red and yellow makeup looks. So I wore green for the gym for my glute day, but I did my makeup without the green, and I just did that a little bit different actually, red and yellow eye look, which you're gonna see soon. So I did the same thing as in my previous look for my skin, because I don't do a lot of different stuff. I feel like it's pretty simple. It's just foundation that works for you, blusher, bronzer, and that's pretty much it. Oh, concealer of course. But then of course I did my, as I said, my favorite look. I really like when the red pops, and then specifically adding glitter in the middle of the eye. I feel like it just makes your eyes pop so well, and it just brings the color. I absolutely love it. You can judge for yourselves actually. Comment below, do you like this one or not really? Is it too much? Is it too little? I would love to know. Guys, oh my goodness, first of all, excuse me looking like a mess, because right now I'm actually editing this video that you are watching. But I just got a message from Fit Jeans on my Instagram that no one knows it all yet, but they will be having their sale on November 3rd, and pre-sale will be on November 2nd. And the best thing is that there will be the biggest sale ever, and with my code you will be able to get 40% off. 40% off. I mean, what? And I wish I could show you more jeans, but all of my pairs, I believe I have 25 or something, or 30. I'm crazy about the jeans back home, and I don't have any here because I wasn't planning to stay for too long. And of course it's summer here, it's hot, so I don't need jeans. But when I will be back, of course, I will be gladly wearing them during winter, autumn and stuff. But I will be including some clips of me trying some of the jeans that I have on my phone that I did before. So if you are new with Fit Jeans, you will be able to see. However, if you are a gym girl or you lift weights, and usually it's hard to find regular jeans that will fit you nicely. And for me, my biggest problem always is my waist to hips ratio. So usually the jeans are super loose on my waist, too tight on my hips and glutes, and it just doesn't look right, you know. And Fit Jeans specifically designed for people that trains, that has a little bit more of a curve, and quality of their jeans are amazing. They fit amazing. They are super stretchy, extremely stretchy. There's different designs, of course. There's 4-way stretch, 2-way stretch, and different kinds of materials, a little bit like stretch wise. But all of them are amazing. They released a lot of new different designs. They have cargos. They have regular like a skinny type jean, like ripped jeans. My absolute favorite color, of course, is Arctic Light Blue, and everything in that color just looks gorgeous. I love all the colors, but this one definitely is my favorite, so I'm gonna be showing you some of the try-on hauls soon. But just know that with my code LS, you will be able to save 40%, and in order to do it, you also need to sign up for pre-order link that I'm gonna be leaving in the description below. This way you will be able to receive that 40% fully with code LS, and of course have your favorite jeans, because trust me guys, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Those jeans, I'm obsessed, and every single client, every single girl that I recommended them to loves it. I mean, they are so good. Trust me on that, I swear. And yeah, so that's my little good news update. And now workout part of this video, and be prepared guys, because this one was so bomb. I could have barely walked after the session, and of course the next day I was sore, which is amazing. That's the goal. So I started with some warm-ups. I usually love adding a band on most of my exercises, just because I found that it's so difficult for me to target my upper glute and feel my upper glute working well. So adding a band definitely helps, especially when I add some additional warm-ups or even some exercises in between my sets, like abductions, walking, side squat, or kickbacks, and all the similar stuff. Because as I said, I feel like it really helps, because you can work the muscle properly if you can't feel it. And for me, bands are just a lifesaver, because as I said, it's so difficult for me to connect with my upper glute. But lately I've been finding more and more exercises, combinations, activation stuff for my upper glute, which I feel like really works. And this is something that I'm focusing right now, because I feel like I have a pretty good lower glute, but my upper glute, I feel like it could be a lot better. And especially when I'm posing, I mean, from the side I have quite a round glute, but still I feel like if I would have a little bit more mass on my upper glute, I feel like it would bring my physique it would make my physique pop even more. That's what I want. Oh my gosh guys, I'm so sorry. I won't redo this voiceover, so just bear with me. English, once again, isn't my first language, but I'm learning, I'm trying, and I think it's improving. At least I hope so. Or at least one person, actually, I think in the last video or in the previous one, told me that, so I was excited. So I don't want to ruin that. I'm trying, I'm learning, bear with me. Yeah, so honestly, in my workouts, what I'm focusing on, as I said, is upper glutes, but also I'm adding some more accessory work for that. But still, the base of my workouts are foundational, basic stuff, compounds, of course, like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts. Those are the main ones that I feel like definitely builds that mass on your glutes and your lower body in general. And then of course you can target some and isolate some specific areas of your glute for more detail, for more just kind of a touch-up work, you know, with those accessories, which I honestly I love. Don't get me wrong, but just the base of your workout still should be heavy compounds, because those are the muscle builders, and not accessory work for sure, because you will never have the biggest glutes if you will be doing tons and tons of just accessories, you know, or even banded body weight work, which I don't know. I never believed that, but of course some women was afraid to lift heavier. They were afraid of in general using weights and mainly doing lots of banded body weight stuff, which they thought that it's gonna build glutes, tone up, and it's not the case, guys. You need to make sure that you are lifting heavy. It's really, really important to push hard, to train intensely. Of course, not run your body into the ground. You need to recover, you need to rest, you need to sleep, you need to eat enough. But not overdoing with your training is key. And I mean, not overdo. Oh my gosh, you see, I keep losing my train of thought, but I mean, not overdoing with accessory and high volume stuff is key. Compound, straight to the point exercises, not too much, not too little, which of course will be different for everyone. Also, training volume, I keep repeating that it shouldn't be too much, but also it depends on how often do you train glutes. So for example, if you train only 2 times a week, your training volume can be a little bit higher, instead of if we would be comparing you training 3 or even 4 times a week, then of course training volume will be way less per session, because you need to recover. You need to make sure that you're not overtraining the body, because things like pushing harder or the more you push, the better results you'll get doesn't work with muscle building, unfortunately. So it's not who work the hardest, you know, it's about who works the smartest, who knows how to rest, how to recover, when to push and when to stop a little bit, which I'm still learning. I love training, I love to push the limits, and sometimes I overdo, but over the years I definitely learned, and I feel like it made a big
training
difference.
Is actually done. It was a pretty good workout, but the only thing for my hip, it is still healing. So right now I kind of feel it weirdly, but during the session I didn't feel it. So that's kind of a good sign that it is getting better, although it's not perfect. And of course, as I said, I was adjusted, I was fixed, so it continues to get better. I just need to be sure to not do anything stupid with it, or not to overload my hip incorrectly. So I'm trying to really cut down on my training volume still, not doing too much, because I noticed that of course when I do too much, my body is starting to give out, and especially that hip, which is weaker and it's over tense and overworked, it's definitely feels worse if I overdo. So it's kind of my sign that I did too much. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing, you know. But yeah, so now I'm gonna get quite a bit of groceries. I'm not sure how I'm going to take everything to the house, because there's a lot of uphill walking, and when I'm speaking of uphill, it's like it's steep, very steep, almost like a 90-degree or something. So it's gonna be interesting, but we'll see. So quick grocery shopping is done. However, I still try to take as little stuff as possible, but oh my goodness, I will be needing to come back again and go to another grocery shop as well. Here it is Macedonia, and then I need to care for it. Maybe I will use a global app to order some, I don't know. But my backpack is so heavy, but I'm so glad it is so big and has so many compartments that I can fit everything in. I mean, almost everything in, because I have, I believe, 5 bags of salads. So there's that. That's right now. I'm just hoping for a lot of uphill walking, which isn't the easiest thing to do, as I said, but I'm just rambling here to kind of prepare myself for that. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cars. I need to be sure that no one is gonna hit me, or you know, we have to be safe, so I need to be aware of my surroundings. But when I film, it can be even more complicated, and you can hear I complain a lot, but I promise you, I'm not like that. I'm just kind of sharing what I'm feeling, exactly, just talking what I'm feeling, and it is what it is, I guess. What I was supposed to say right now, I wanted to tell you something important about fitness, I guess, but I forgot. Oh well. Also, speaking of backpack and how amazing it is, as I said, I wear Wolfpack 35 liters. They actually sent me this one, and they gave me discount code for you, which is LAR10. You can save some money, and of course, whenever you use my code, it really helps me. So once again, I really don't like to promote things, but this is something that I actually use and I love. And if just, you don't have to buy it for sure, but if you like, if you will use my code, it's gonna really help me. So yeah, Lorton, support me. There's a lot of different backpacks and a lot of different designs with cookies, pink ones, all, you can just choose whatever. There's many. So yeah, do for real. I know it doesn't look that difficult here, but honestly it is. Guys, so quick grocery, not haul, but I kind of will show you what I got. So my favorite vegetables go super well with that potato, rice, turkey meal. Of course, I mixed some of these. These are with spinach. I hate spinach, but I still eat them because other ones are great. Then I mix a little bit of this one. I buy this basically because of the red cabbage in it. And then this is my absolute favorite mix, which is, I think it's Romanian lettuce and some kind of other, I don't know what's called, navale. So I got some of these. Then I can't believe I actually climbed up on that steep mountain. But let me see. So we have kefir, 2 little bottles of zero fat kefir. Then of course some eggs, large size, then some frozen blueberries as well, some figs, honestly, because I really wanted to try them, quite a bit of them actually. I really hope I will like it because I don't want to waste them. So there's that. And of course turkey breast. What else do we have here? Oh, of course sweet potatoes as well. And then I think that's it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna cook because I'm hungry, gonna eat, and then we're gonna probably talk a little bit more on some serious stuff about fitness and some other stuff. So yeah. The main topic of this video is stretching and how stretching can improve your glute growth. And you know, many people focuses only on resistance training, on strength training, lifting weights, and they completely forget about stretching. And I was the same. I thought that I do need to stretch. And of course, there's different ways to stretch. There's dynamic stretching, which usually people do before they work out, and there's static stretching that you can do after workout or even separately before you go to bed. This is when I love to do my stretching. Sometimes I do it post-workout, but usually I do it later in the day before I go to bed, because it also not only relaxes my muscles, but just relaxes my body, relaxes my soul. Relax my soul, or should I relaxes my soul or relax my soul? Relax my soul, whatever. So in general, it just makes me feel good, and
it definitely adds to your muscle building journey. And if you are struggling to grow your glutes or even specific muscle that's not glutes, stretching can definitely help. And if you are not doing it and you are training intensely, you're training often, you're training hard, lifting heavy weights, you need to stretch your muscle, because it of course elongates the fibers. It also makes you not as stiff, not as tight, and especially if your hip flexors are super tight, which is a constant trouble of mine, and if your hamstrings are super tight, activating your glutes gonna be so much more difficult. And this can be actually the reason why your glutes can't fire during your workouts. So just make sure that you are really stretching. Using foam roller can be really helpful as well. Massage gun can be helpful. Going for a massage therapist, of course, will be the best. For me, recently, I think, yeah, I definitely mentioned that in my previous vlog probably. I went to a chiropractor here in Spain, and he is so good. And I had so much tightness in my hips, in my hip flexors, in my hamstrings, and specifically in the right hip. My body was almost shifted a little bit to the side, and this caused me a lot of hip pain during exercises. Sometimes I couldn't even do specific exercises. Even now I still need to be careful, because if I shift my hips wrongly, it immediately starts hurting, and it almost feels like I'm almost tearing something there, so I need to be really careful. And after going to him, you definitely noticed that yeah, my hips were shifted. My right side was so tight, and when he did his thing, it's not a massage, it's like, you know, chiropractors, they just fixes your body, they put your bones into places, they crack you. There's many strange things that happens to your body, and it feels super weird, but it helped me so much. And I was super tight, as he said. I almost forgot what I was going here, but after doing that thing, I felt so weak for a couple of days. I had low energy, but after that, it definitely fixed my body, and I started feeling better and better, and now I can perform better in the gym. However, although I'm getting better, I don't have as much pain and as much tiredness. I go to massages weekly. Still, I still have to do stretches. You still have to do stretches if you want to. Not only, I mean, if you feel good right now, it doesn't mean that it's gonna last, you know? So you need to make sure that you are maintaining your good feeling, you are feeling loose, and of course, you're flexible, your muscles are working properly, which is really important, and you should be doing your stretches consistently. I don't care, as I said, if you feel tight, if you feel good, you still gotta do it, because if you won't, it will catch up with you. I thought that I don't need stretches, I just need to train and that's it, and trust me, it was bad. As I said, my hip was in such a bad spot and such a bad shape, but I was able to kind of fix it, and of course right now I'm still working on it. But I don't know, probably I will repeat this 105th time, but stretching, you need to stretch. So in this video, I included some of my favorite stretches that I do, especially post-workout, post-leg day, because I have the biggest amount of tightness in my lower body. Although you still need to stretch your entire body, but of course lower body usually gets more work, if that makes sense. I mean, we do everything, we walk, we stand on our feet, and it can get really tight in general, and especially when we train hard in the gym, especially us bikini girls. So that's pretty much my main points. I really hope it was helpful. If it was, definitely let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see or hear anything specific from me, please comment below, because I read all the comments. I'm making sure to include all the topics that you want, that are interesting to you, that you care about, because these videos, sure, it's fun for me. Sometimes it doesn't, honestly, but sometimes it is fun. I mean, when I feel good and I have energy and I'm not overwhelmed, But at the same time, I want to make this videos not only for myself, but for you. I really care. I really want you to really like them. I really want you to have value, to, I don't know, the value can be just feel better after watching my videos or learn something, which I really hope you do, because I share my life, I share my journey, but I also want you to learn. I also want you to not repeat the same mistakes that I did, because I did so many. I work with my clients, with my girls that are dealing with kind of similar things that I went through, and helping them, helping you just makes me feel so good, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something more in life, you know, because living your life for yourself, it's important to be happy yourself. But I feel like I couldn't be happy if I wouldn't be helping other people, if that makes sense. And the feedback, just emotions, everything that I get from you, it's so valuable. It just keeps me going. And please never stop, because if you won't stop, I won't either. And that's I really appreciate that. So I love you guys. I don't know what I wanted to say, but I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.